Cyclone Monta is intensifying rapidly over the southeast Bay of Bengal and is moving northwestward toward the Andhra Pradesh coast. Cyclone Monta is likely to make landfall later this evening or tonight when it crosses the Andhra Pradesh coast between Machilipatnam and Kalingapatnam around Kakinada in Andhra Pradesh with a maximum sustained wind speed of 90 to 100 kilometers per hour, gusting to about 110 kilometers per hour. Andhra Pradesh has issued a red and orange alert across 23 districts with the heaviest rain and winds expected along the coastal belt, including Kakinada, Konasima, East and West Godavari and Visakhapatnam. The state administration has placed NDRF and SDRF teams on standby, set up control rooms and moved relief material to those vulnerable areas.
We are at Opada Beach Road in Kakinada and we are with MP Kakinada. Uday. Sir, tell me about relief and rescue operation. What's the situation and how government as well as local administration is preparing to minimize the casualty, if any?
So we established near about 800 relief camps, and all the relief camps has been assisted by Sachivalayam police, and the entire food arrangements has been done, the required medicines has been arranged, and the doctor has been facilitated over there, and 153 already pregnant women who are near for the delivery has been shifted to the hospitals, and the houses which are in the weaker constructions have been shifted to the relief camps, and the people who are still hesitating to come there, we are ourselves going there and requesting them to come over there. There are 140 critical swimmers are deployed there, and 100 heavy machineries to, if there is any obstructions for the trees, plants or anything in between to obstruct the transport. Already the 100 heavy machineries has been deployed, and 1,000 electricians from the other parts of Andhra Pradesh has been deployed to continuously give the uninterrupted power if there is any unexpected accident. So to recover that and to give the uninterrupted electricity service, we have deployed 1,000 electricians here and 50 NDRF teams and 30 NDRF teams, near about 23 108 ambulances and 34 104 ambulances, and all the vehicles with including the required food, water, drinking water, the medicines, everything we are perfectly the local administration along with our party are ready with these things.
एनडीआरएफ टीम 24 आवर्स के लिए तैनात है और हम इससे पहले 2 दिन पहले हम यहाँ आ चुका हूँ और कल भी हम इस एरिया को विजिट किया हूँ और आज भी इस एरिया को विजिट कर रहा हूँ जहाँ मुझे लग रहा है कि इस एरिया से इवैक्यूएशन का जरूरत है, लोगों को शेल्टर में ले जाने का जरूरत है। हम यहाँ पे कैंपेन कर रहा हूँ, तो आज शाम को इस साइक्लोन हिट हो रहा है, पैनिक होने का जरूरत नहीं है। हम सर्वदा लोकल प्रशासन के साथ टाई अप में है। इस एरिया का सभी लोगों को मैं यही अपील करूंगा कि अपना सुरक्षित स्थान जो शेल्टर बनाया गया है उस जगह पे पहुंच जाए और लोकल प्रशासन और हमसे कोऑपरेट करें।
I want to now bring you some defining images from the state of Andhra Pradesh. Even before the landfall happens, you can see some damage to some of the vulnerable areas. Nearly 8 kilometers of Kakinada's beach road stretch has suffered damage as the sea turned turbulent. Officials have closed the beach road of Kakinada and Upada to prevent incidents. Also, officials in Kothapatnam village make announcements and ask people to vacate their homes as a precautionary measure. NDRF teams have been deployed, remember, in 25 hamlets of Andhra's Upada area. In Andhra's Visakhapatnam, trees have been uprooted and massive waterlogging has been reported in several low-lying areas. Residents are advised to stay indoors as they brace for the impact of the cyclone. Also, a severe weather situation is unfolding along India's east coast as the IMD issues escalating alerts for the states of Andhra Pradesh and neighbouring coastal regions. The cyclonic storm known as Cyclone Monta, currently spinning over the Bay of Bengal, is forecast to make landfall by this evening and is intensifying quickly. So as you can see on your screens, you're already seeing some parts of Andhra Pradesh that have been damaged due to the cyclone even ahead of the landfall. Remember, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi did speak with the Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister and asked him for an update. And according to the Andhra Pradesh government, they are prepared for this cyclone. Ashish now joins me live. Remember, we're reporting from Ground Zero. Ashish, tell us where you are and what's happening around you.
So Vedika, right now we are in one of the relief camp. You can see behind me how this relief camp has been prepared. In fact, now administration, district collector of Kakinada, he and along with other senior officials, they had come here and they are providing food to all the persons who have been shifted here. Remember, almost 52,000 people has been evacuated and shifted in these kind of relief camp. This is one of the relief camp where we are reporting. And right now, the administration has arranged food for them. All the persons are being served the hot meal, and the kids, women, and elderly. In fact, everyone is here, and all these persons has been evacuated from the low-lying areas or the coastal areas or the villages which are near to sea. What collector has confirmed to us that today evening sometime they are expecting a landfall. Since the wind speed will be high, it will be around over 110 km per hour. So they have evacuated all the villages around sea line, as well as all those villages which are in under low-lying areas. Right now, entire machinery, entire effort of administration as well as state government is to minimize any kind of casualty, any kind of property damage. But so far the situation is that many people, almost 52,000 people, not only in Kakinada but the neighboring district of East Godavari as well as Konasima, Visakhapatnam, Srikakulam, from there people have been shifted into the relief camp. Particular focus is on elderly as well as pregnant women. All the pregnant women from these villages, low-lying areas or the villages which are at coastline, they have been shifted to nearby hospital through ambulance. All the pregnant women have been shifted to the hospital, while the kids, elderly, they are being taken care of. Right now, this is the situation from one of the relief camp, and you can see almost over 200 people are here. The hot meal, administration is continuously monitoring the situation. If we talk about the effort, right now NDRF, SDRF team, fire safety teams, apart from Navy teams, they all are put on alert. Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu himself is monitoring the situation. In fact, yesterday we had reported that how Prime Minister also had spoken to Chief Minister and assured all kind of assistance from the center side. Right now, everybody is waiting for the landfall. Post the landfall, what kind of damage happens, what kind of property damage or any other kind of damage like uprooting of trees, power line snapping or communication snapping. So all the contingency is being prepared by the district administration as well as state government. Additional electricity workers have been deployed, additional equipments has been placed on ground. Apart from that, communication network, mobile network, all these networks, a special arrangement has been made that in case of any kind of damage and blacking out of communication, these services will be restored on footing.
Right, Ashish, thanks for joining us live, but stay safe, Ashish. It's going to be a long day for you, and we're all bracing for that storm. But very quickly, before we move to Odisha, let's also bring you the eye of the storm. As you can see here, it's about less than 200 kilometers away, southeast of Machilipatnam. Also being impacted at this point will be the state of Odisha. Let's bring you an update from there now. Odisha is also bracing for very heavy rainfall over Ganjam, Gajapati and southern districts, while Tamil Nadu and Puducherry are expected to see widespread rain and heavy winds as well, and rough seas over the next 2 days. Fishermen across these regions have strictly been advised not to venture into the Bay of Bengal until the conditions improve. Sea conditions will remain rough to very rough, with a possible storm surge of about 1 meter above the normal tide near the land zone. Let's now bring you some defining images from the state of Odisha as well that our producers have put together for you. Odisha's famed Chilika Lake turns stormy as the state braces to handle the impact of the cyclone. The lake wore a deserted look as people, of course, have been advised to stay indoors at this point. Also, fishing boats that had come from Andhra Pradesh are unable to return due to the cyclone. Nearly 50 fishing boats have been anchored in the harbour of Gopalpur port in Ganjam district. Fishing boats of Odisha have been kept in berth of Gopalpur for the cyclone. Also, in the wake of the cyclone, Montha, lifeguards and fire department officials are urging tourists to avoid bathing in the sea and asking them to avoid beaches as a precautionary measure. Dave now joining me live. Let's go across to him. Dave, tell us where you are and what's happening around you. How is Odisha bracing for this cyclone?
Vedika, right now I am from Koraput. As per the mate and IMD, red alert have been issued in 8 districts of Odisha like Gajpati, Koraput, Nabrangpur, Malkangiri, Kalahandi and Kandhamal. But the most affected area which has been expected and alerted by IMD and Met Office, Malkangiri. Just where I am moving right now to Malkangiri. As per the Met, heavy to heavy rainfall will be recorded throughout these districts of Odisha. Along with it, orange alert has been issued to the coastal districts of Odisha like Bhadrak, Baleswar, Jagatsinghpur, Puri, Khurda, where it will be also recorded some heavy rainfall. But these 8 districts, southern 8 districts, where red alert had been issued. After the cyclone Montha landfalls, it would be passing through these districts of Odisha like Malkangiri and Nabrangpur, which is expected to be highly affected due to cyclone Montha. Odisha government has deployed 128 rescue teams, from which 99 fire service team, 5 NDRF team, 24 ODRAP teams are deployed. Still now, 40,000 people are evacuated. 40,000 people are evacuated to the shelter home. As well as if we talk about after cyclone, post cyclone, which matters a lot. Odisha has a past experience of facing cyclones, and Odisha has also gained a lot of rewards for cyclone management. If we talk about the cyclone management, basically Odisha government has performed very well, and this time also zero casualty is the main aim by the Odisha government, and measures steps are also taken by the Odisha government, likewise evacuation after.
Right, Dave, thanks for joining us and stay safe as well. Also joining me at this point to understand the cyclonic weather a bit more is Professor Raghu Murthugude, Earth System Scientist and visiting Professor, IIT Kanpur. Professor, thank you for being so patient with us while we brought our ground reports to our viewers. My first question to you, Professor, is when the thick of the cyclone months, October and November, when the East Coast, especially the Bay of Bengal, sees the most activity, why is this time of the year particularly volatile, sir?
Basically, we have 2 cyclone seasons. One is the pre-monsoon, other one is the post-monsoon. There are factors that we call cyclogenesis, rotation in the atmosphere, and how much rain is happening on the bay, and how the winds are changing from the surface to the upper atmosphere, and so on. They allow the cyclones to be born and, more importantly, to grow. During the monsoon, the conditions are such that even though there are lots of circulations and convection happening, the conditions do not allow the cyclones to grow. So we get low pressure systems. But before the monsoon, after the monsoon, the conditions become very favorable to even be influenced from outside, like the typhoons in the Pacific, for the cyclone seeds to be thrown around and for them to grow into these monsters. As you can see, even though it's hundreds of kilometers away, it's already battling the coast with winds and rainfall. So this is how we have these 2 cyclone seasons.
Professor, the Bay of Bengal has always been India's cyclone hotspot, but are we seeing any shift in patterns, more frequent, more intense, or more unpredictable systems?
Yes, it is definitely trending up, especially also on the Arabian Sea, so North Indian Ocean. But the tricky thing is that last few years we have been a little bit quiet. So cyclones increase in numbers and intensification, etc. doesn't mean every year we'll have more cyclones. So you will have clusters of years with lots of cyclones that we had around 20 to 22, 23, and then we got a little bit of calm, and now we have to see next year how we are going to do. And so this is, global drivers are there, oceans are getting warmer, intensification is being made possible. So all the conditions are favorable for cyclones to increase and rapidly intensify, so bring lots of rain, storm surge, and create lots of damages. But
yes,
as as your reports say, we are so well prepared now that people should really feel grateful and do their part as well to be safe.
Professor, do stay with me. My correspondent Ashish is back live with us. Ashish, you're at a relief camp. Just take us through what really is the preparation, the big takeaways from what the government has been saying in terms of their preparedness for the cyclone.
In fact, you can see this little kid. Now she has got her food. And from these kind of kids to elderly, all are here at this relief camp. Government of Andhra Pradesh has established several of the relief camp. Almost over 400 relief camp has been established. Right now it's a lunchtime at this particular relief camp. We'll try to gather more information from one of the officer here. Sir, how many members are lodged at this relief camp, sir?
Here, sir, 450 members are here, sir. Nearly 250 families. 250 families, sir. 450 members are here to provide both children, kids, old age women and old age persons and pregnant women also. They are sent to hospitals, sir. We are providing food for 450 members here, sir.
What kind of if any medical emergency is there, what kind of medical emergency facility you have established, sir?
Here is arranged one ANMS also with the medical kit. When they have supposed medical little food, little bit disease, we have to provide. Otherwise, we have to arrange vehicles to send to general hospital here, sir.
So these kind of arrangements have been made apart from providing them the food and stay, health facility. If any health emergency is there, that is also being taken care by the district administration. So this is the situation here at this relief camp. All the people, in fact, a lot of kids, elderly women, and youngsters, all are now getting the food. Right now, just now, here the collector had come, and collector also visited and reviewed the situation here. And apart from collector, the district SP was also here. So they are roaming around all the relief camps, inquiring about the facility, ensuring that everyone gets proper proper help from the government side. Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu, he is continuously monitoring the situation. In fact, like I earlier told you, Vedika, that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also spoken to Chief Minister, assured all kind of help and assistance from the central government side. Right now, the district administration is preparing for the landfall in Kakinada because at the time of landfall, it is expected that wind speed will go over 110 kilometers and it will bring extensive rainfall. So flash flooding is also expected, Vedika.
All right, Ashish, thanks for joining us live there. Before I let the professor go, Professor, my last question to you. Are we entering a new era of longer and more intense cyclone seasons, or can decisive climate action still alter that trajectory?
Of course, we are entering a very warm period and we keep on warming. So we have to be ready for this. The risk is never zero, but risk is increasing. And there are, unfortunately, global factors that affect us locally, but we have to do all we can. And I cannot emphasize enough that India has developed one of the best disaster management systems, PM to CM to local MP to district collectors, and then people have to participate by securing all the dustbins and drums and so on that can fly around. So we are definitely entering a high risk era that we are getting better at preparing for, but the economic damages and the loss of lives have to be minimized. Again, just more investments, more awareness, better predictions, better disaster recovery and so on. We are doing very well, but we have a long way to go.
Professor, thank you so much for joining me here on Breaking Ground. We're now going to just once again show our viewers where the eye of the storm really is and where the landfall will be. That's the eye of the storm. It's about 200 kilometers or less south-southeast of Machilipatnam right now. Kakinada will be impacted. That's what we've been talking about. And the landfall is expected sometime later this evening. But we're also going to bring to you at this point a quick wrap-up of all that we've heard, the big takeaways, the latest on Cyclone Monta that will be making the landfall tonight. Andhra Pradesh will be the worst hit, as we have told you, followed by Odisha and Chhattisgarh. Heavy rains will also be hitting Andhra, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Tamil Nadu from the 28th of October to the 30th of October. We're just going to pull out that graphic for you and bring you those latest lines that we have for you. But like we said, our reporters are on the ground. They're going to bring you every development from those areas, the most vulnerable areas. You just had Ashish reporting from a relief camp area. So a quick summation of what we've been saying. Andhra Pradesh will be the worst hit, followed by Odisha as well as Chhattisgarh. There will be heavy rains also that will hit Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Tamil Nadu from today till about the 30th of this month. The cyclone is expected to hit Andhra with a wind speed of 90 to 100 kilometers per hour, and that can go up also to 110 kilometers per hour. The Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister has reviewed the situation and says that the administration is fully prepared to counter the cyclone. Officials have also said the cyclone could impact over 1,400 villages and 44 towns in Andhra Pradesh. Fishermen have been asked not to venture out. All beaches have been closed for tourists. 22 NDRF teams have been deployed across Andhra Pradesh and other states as well. Now, after the landfall, Montha will weaken slightly and move towards the state of Odisha.